Hello everybody, how you doing? It's 7:45 on Monday night. I'm out in the shop for a few minutes. Got a couple things to show you. First off, I have an idea. So this is the very beginning of it. Let me show it to you. I cut this blank on my new sled, and I just basically cut 30-degree angles. I wasn't trying to get too fancy, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it in a minute. But I believe this is oak, cherry, and then mahogany veneers. And what I'm going to do is when this dries, I'll split it up the middle, and then I'll turn one half, actually I'll clean both sides up. I'll split it up the middle, and then I'll turn one half around, which will give me the down, kind of the arrow, the chevron sort of a look. So I'm anxious to see how that works out. I'll be experimenting with that. You can see the glue is still wet. It's got to dry for a little bit. I had something else come in today that I'm pretty excited about. Let me show this to you. Take a look at that. That is 8-inch hose. And what I'm going to do with this is, it's about time to get my dust collector going. You can't really see it. It's buried up there. So that's really cool, isn't it? What my plan is my dust collector's up on the loft, and I don't want to have to go up there to empty the bin when it fills up. So I thought what I would do is run an 8-inch pipe. That's the 8-inch, that's actually a 7.5-inch opening on the bottom of the cyclone. But I'm going to run a hard pipe, a piece of PVC pipe down below the deck or below the loft into the canister, the waste canister. And I figure I'll cut and put a piece of this between the cyclone and the pipe, and then another piece on the bottom between the pipe and the collection bin. And the idea is whenever that thing fires up, it kind of shimmies a little bit when it first fires up until the cyclone gets spinning, and then this centrifugal force, since it's hanging from chains, it levels out real nicely, but it's just that first jerk. Whoops, sorry about that. Jerk the camera. And I want to put this up there to kind of help compensate for that. Once I get this part working, I'm going to go ahead and run a 6-inch pipe across the ceiling, and I'll drop down and probably put a 4-inch manifold down here on the bottom, you know, for the table saw and some of the other tools. I've got to kind of think out how I want to set things up, but I'm excited about that. You may be asking where my glasses are. Nope, I didn't get contacts. Had a little disaster today. I've had these glasses for probably about 4 years. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the videos. That'd probably tell me. And they broke right at the nose piece. So a little disappointed about that, but it's time. I need to get in and get an eye checkup. I had a couple of items come in the post office today. Let me go ahead and get those open. I don't know if I'll be doing much else in the shop tonight because I'm kind of waiting on that glue to dry. So we'll let the glue dry and see what happens. And I'll keep you guys posted on that. But right now I'm just experimenting. There's no filming or anything. And that was a super quick job. And I didn't use clamps or anything. I just cut it, glued it, and stuck it together. And my objective is to test a theory of, you know, can I split it and turn it around backwards and get a nice chevron pattern. And if I can, it opens up some ideas, and I'll start thinking about some blanks for you guys. But let me get the camera set up and we'll open these 2 packages. The first one I've got is from Philip Walmsley. I went ahead and cut the box open. Let's see what we have in here. A little bit of packing material. All right, this is pretty awesome. Certificate of Authenticity. Bear with me because without my glasses I may have a little trouble reading. USS New Jersey Teak. The Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial certifies that this wood is from the deck of the United States ship. That is awesome. God, this is incredible. Wow, let's get this open. This is so cool. I had to go grab a razor blade and cut the tape. This is a great wrapping job. It's really well packed. This is so cool, guys. Take a look at this. This is teak from the New Jersey. Check that out. That is awesome. I'm going to say, taking a look at this, I'm probably going to need to stabilize this before I turn it, especially since it's cross grain. That may help quite a bit with the turning, but this is going to make a killer pin, and the best part of this pin is going to be the story behind it. Philip, thank you so much. This is incredible, my friend. And he did send me a note. I tell you what, this is quite a long note, so I don't think I'll read it on camera, but I am going to read this. And Philip, thank you so much. This wood is absolutely incredible. Thank you. I read Philip's letter off camera, and I was so touched by it that I really felt like it needed to be read. So what I'm going to do is I'll put right here below me where you can skip to if you don't want to hear the letter. But I tell you, the letter is worth hearing because it gives a little bit of history and background about the New Jersey the people who built it and the people who sailed on it. So if you're interested, please stick around for just a couple of seconds and hear this incredible letter. It says, "Hi Bob, Happy New Year. My name is Philip Walmsley. I am new to turning and I have only been turning since March of 2018. I've watched all of your YouTube videos and your blogs. I've learned quite a bit from watching them. To thank you for making me a much better turner, I wanted to send you a few pieces of teak from the battleship New Jersey, BB-62. The teak dates back to the 1940s. Now this is where the story starts getting interesting. Now that I am a battleship, now that I am a retired I won't read where he retired from, that's personal. I started working on the battleship as a part-time tour guide. I also have family connections to the battleship, as my father was one of 5,000 men and women who built the ship at the Philadelphia Navy Yard in 1940. That's incredible. My father's initials are welded in her hull. According to Pop, they thought of the ship as their canvas, their artwork. That's incredible. And they would sign their names with welding rod. Pop's initials, GJW Jr., are on her hull somewhere on the starboard side aft. Pop was what they called a tin knocker during his 38 years building ships at the Philadelphia Navy Yard. That's pretty cool. When the old BB-62 came back home to Philadelphia area in 2000 to become a museum, 3 generations of my family, mother, daughter, and myself, were on the Delaware River to escort her home. My mother and daughter were on the Cape May Lewis Ferry when then Governor Christie Whitman and I were on the river with the U.S. Coast Guard. Unfortunately, Pop passed before BB-62 came back home. Very sorry to hear that. This is incredible, though. It's a thrill for me to be working on the battleship as a tour guide because it allows me to honor the approximately 55,000 men who sailed her decks during her 23 years of active service to the U.S. The battleship New Jersey is among the largest by 7 inches of the Iowa-class battleships. Additionally, the battleship New Jersey is the most decorated battleship ever built by the U.S. Navy since she received 19 battle stars and campaign ribbons for her service in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and Beirut, Lebanon. If you ever get to New Jersey, let me know and I will give you a personal tour of the ship. When you get back to turning, please make something special for yourself from a piece of history. I've included 2 certificates of authenticity. Please send me a picture of whatever you make. This is an incredible letter, and this is an honor to have a piece of wood like this. You know, you don't think about all of the people who served on that ship. Not only the people who served on it, but the people who built it. And I could not be more honored to have this piece of wood, or these pieces of wood, to turn. And I will come up with something special to make out of these. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the letter too. The background story and the history just makes this whole thing come to life. This next package, I don't have the gentleman's name on the outside of the package, but he contacted me on Messenger the other day and told me that he was starting to cut and sell blanks, and asked me if I would try out some of his blanks and give him an opinion. And I told him I'd be happy to. I didn't know what the timing was because my schedule's still a little iffy right now, but he wanted to go ahead and send me some blanks, and these are the blanks. Hopefully he put his name inside. If not, I'll have to look him up on Messenger a little later tonight. Here we go. Here we go. OzarkWoodwagon.com. His name is Jeff Norris, and I'll put that right up there where you can see it. You can pause that and get his information off there if you're interested in any of this wood. But take a look at this. This is incredible. Stabilized Indian, I can't read, something pine. Look at that piece of wood. Is that incredible? This is stabilized redbud. Just look at that blank. These are some killer blanks, man. This is stabilized sassafras. Is that cool? Look at that. Look at the figure in that blank. That's going to make an awesome pin. We've got stabilized willow. I can't read the bottom of it. My eyes, without my glasses on, I'm having a hard time reading. But that is incredible. And this final piece is Kentucky. I'm sorry, I can't read it. It looks like Longhorn, but I know that's not it. I apologize for not being able to read the names, but these blanks are stunning. They're stabilized. They're ready to go. All I got to do is put them on a tube and turn them. So if you're interested in any of these blanks, give this gentleman a call. I'll put his card up here again just for a second. You can pause that and get his number and give him a call. All right, guys, that's all I really have for you tonight. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. I want to keep you posted on what happens with this blank over here. Hopefully I can make this work, and the trial run is really needed because I've never done one of these before, so I figure I better figure out how to make them before I go and try to teach somebody else how to do it. You guys have a great evening, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Take care.